What is up, guys? Fahir here from awesometuts.com, and I am going to be your instructor for this course. And I thought before we dive into the course and see everything what we can do in the course or what we are going to learn, let's take an overview of the course and see what will be covered, what you can expect, so on and so forth. So this overview tab where I'm currently in is the first thing that you will see when you join the course. Here you will see recent activities such as recent questions, recent instructor announcements. I will get to these, do not worry. And below we have about the course, which you were able to see on the course sales page. So I'm going to move forward into the course content here, and here we have this first section, which is the introduction section, which is this intro video that you're currently watching. So I'm going to move forward from that. We have the introduction to Java, where we are going to download Java JDK and Android Studio, create our first project, learn about variables. So this is for complete beginners. I'm going to cover everything from scratch. Then we're going to introduce LibGDX framework and download LibGDX, create our first project, see the main components, helpers, extending the sprite class, see the physics system, so on and so forth. So even before we start creating our games, we will see the basics of SpriteKit, what we need to know before we can even start creating our games, so that when we start creating them, it will be much clearer what we are doing. Then we are going to jump in and create our games. The first one is Jack the Giant, and the first video inside of this section is Jack the Giant game preview, which is the preview of the game, the final product that you can check out before you even start to create a game. One thing that you are noticing here for the importing assets for Jack the Giant, we have these two blue icons, Jack the Giant assets and course project. These are the assets or the images that we're going to use for our game. So you can download them here by clicking on this zip file and also on the course project. You can download the course project and take a look at the code when you are stuck somewhere. You can compare your code with mine code and see where you made the mistake. Also, you can download these assets when you are in the video. This is importing assets for Jack the Giant video. And you can click on here, resources available, which is at the top left corner. Click on that. It will open this pop-up, or however you want to call this window. And then you can click on these assets right here. Also, the same zip files. Click on them and they will start downloading. After we create Jack the Giant, we have our Flappy Bird game, and same as with Jack the Giant, first we have the preview to see the final output or outcome, and also importing assets where you can download all of the assets and the project, of course. And the same way you can do it in the video for this specific importing assets and organizing the project's video for Flappy Bird. And at the bottom, you have the bonus section where you can download free assets. So here you can click on this, free assets, click on this lecture, and then you will see how you can download these assets. They are completely free for you to use. My gift to you, because you're a cool student, an awesome student, because you learned with Awesome Tuts. You must be awesome, man. And yeah, moving forward from the course content tab, we have the Q&A tab where you can see all of the questions from previous students, what they posted. You can see answers. Maybe you have the same problem as some other student, so you can search for questions here, browse, and you will find an answer. If you want to ask your own question, then you're going to click on this Ask a New Question button, give it a title, and describe it right here, your problem that is, and then click on this Post Question where you can then, you will pose the question and I will then answer. So yeah, this is Q&A, and there is another way how you can also ask questions, and that is if you're in the current lecture, here at the middle of this player, you can click on Browse Q&A and it will move this window here, and you will be able to see all the questions for this particular lecture. And if you don't see any questions, that means that there are no questions for this lecture. And you can click on Ask New Question and give it a title, describe the problem you have, and it will be for this specific video. So this is not only for this one video, it is for every other video where you are currently in. If you click on Browse Q&A, then you will open this right here and be able to ask a question for that specific lecture. Moving forward, we have the bookmarks tab, and here we don't see anything, but what are bookmarks? Bookmarks are like notes that you can put in the lectures. So let's say, for example, I'm here at 6 minutes and 31 seconds, and I see something that is important here. So I explain something that is important, and you want to memorize that, or you want to have a reference that you can always go back and know exactly what it is. Well, you can click on this add bookmark, which is next to browse Q&A, and this little pop-up window will appear, and you will say something is important here, and hit enter. Of course, you will give more info that is relevant to what you want to save. And if you then move forward with the slider, you will see this white line denoting that this is your note or bookmark. And I'm going to delete it because I do not need it. I just wanted to show you how you can do it. And then you will be able to access all of your bookmarks right here in the bookmarks tab. And the last tab is the announcement tabs. And I advise that you check this often because I post a lot. And as you can see, this one is posted 2 days ago, depending on when you are watching. It could be that you are watching this, I don't know, 20 years after I have died. So this is a message from beyond, you know, just kidding. But yeah, as you can see here, create a 3D game with Unity game engine, new tutorial on YouTube. I post on YouTube a lot. So you can also go and check those tutorials out. They are pretty useful to you. This was a brief intro to the course, what can you expect, how you can learn, so on and so forth. Thank you very much for joining, and I'm honored to have you as a student. Fahir here from AwesomeTudes.com. Enjoy the rest of the course.